if you want to understand the YouTube algorithm in 2021, stay tuned on this video with me. What I want to share is with you in this video the top 3 things that you need to know. The 3 most important things that you need to be able to understand in order for you to get more subscribers and more viewers, as well as engagement on the content in 2021. YouTube is one of the best social media platforms and the most powerful, also with 1.9 billion active users. There's so much power in YouTube, but a lot of people struggle with it. So today, I am going to share with you 3 things that will help you understand YouTube better and use its algorithm to your advantage. Now, if you don't know, the first most important thing is CTR, which means click-through rate. So the click-through rate is looking at whenever your video is shown on the screen amongst a clutter of other videos and how many people are clicking on your video. Now again, looking at statistics are showing us that if you could get over a 5% click-through rate, you're doing pretty darn good, buddy. Now what most people are getting are a 1 to 3% CTR. So, how do you get better click-through rates? Ultimately, this comes down to 2 important secret tips. The first tip is by making sure that you have a very engaging thumbnail. I advise you to use solid colors and 1 picture of yourself. Write maximum 4 words on your thumbnail. By this, your thumbnail will look simple and attractive. Users read it out easily and fast when users are going through different videos. Don't write everything on your thumbnail, because in some cases, if your audience wants to see your monthly earnings from YouTube and you uploaded a video in which you show your earnings. But if you write $500 a month on your thumbnail, then why would the audience click on it? Because you already answered the question. You could try tricks like blurting out the $500 a month to get a better click-through rate. If you watch Mr. Beast's videos, then you notice Mr. Beast only uses 1 or 2 words in thumbnail. In 3 latest videos, there are not a single word on the thumbnail. The second case to increase CRT is title. Always remember that if you want to increase your CRT, use simple and short title. Now this video has a title like this. Imagine if your title was like this. Which one looks better? Obviously the first one Because the first one is short and simple. Capitalize each letter of the word because it makes title much easier to read by user. Use keywords in the beginning. Don't repeat words, and use numbers if you have to, like notice your own behavior when you're looking for something on YouTube. Think of what thumbnail and titles are attractive to you and make you want to click on a video, and then simply do this for your own content. The second and most important thing is watch time. So if YouTube looks at your video and sees how much time people are watching, just so you know, most people are aiming for 50% or more. If you can get over 50% of watch time on your video, you're doing pretty good. If people watch less, ultimately, YouTube is not going to promote that video as much. Let me give you an example. If two people have the same exact video and somebody watches 65% of the video, and the same video by different audience only watches 16%, YouTube itself obviously isn't watching. In fact, it's measured in metrics in the data. So if YouTube can even go through two videos are the same, can see that one video is being watched 65% of the time and the other video is being watched 16% of the time, obviously YouTube is going to promote the video with the most views. That's because YouTube sees it from a data analytic perspective. More people are watching the video that's being watched at 65%. So watch time is key. Now, how do you increase your watch time? There's a couple different strategies that you can use. The first one is to make your content very valuable and straight to the point. Don't be telling stories that don't matter. Don't relate to it. Make sure that when you're recording videos, you make a constructive deadline. You know exactly what you want to talk about. You know exactly the delivery point that provide your audience value. And you make sure that you're making videos as long as they need to be. In order for you to provide value and not try to hit a 10 or 15 mark just because it looks good. What is post velocity? If you look at something like Instagram, for instance, Instagram algorithm only cares about the first hour of your post. So for the first hour that you get on Instagram, you will get about 10% of your audience a view of your content. And if you get a lot of views, then Instagram will show another 10% your content, and so forth and so on, as long as you get that view ratio. YouTube cares more about the first 24 hours of you posting your video. So what you want to do is make sure that you get enough possible views within the first 24 hours of you making your video. Now, how do you increase your engagement within the first 24 hours and your initial post velocity so you can get the most amount of viewers? Ultimately, you can do a couple of things like share across the social media. Keep in mind that if your video is about gaming, don't post your video to people that's not into gaming. For example, if my uncle doesn't watch gaming and I share the video with him, he's going to watch it just enough to put a like and a comment on the video, and then he won't even watch the rest of the content. And then that causes your video duration to decrease. Therefore, share your video with those who will enjoy and like actually watching your video. Make sure that you get in front of a different audience. Now, let's get back to YouTube algorithm. To better understand post velocity, I'm going to give another example of 2 videos posted at the same time within the 24-hour period of posting your video. One video was watched by 1,900 people, had 46 comments, and 120 likes. The other is watched by 320 people and 15 likes and no comments. Then YouTube is most likely going to say, well, a lot of people was enjoying the first video, so we're going to promote the first video and give it a lot of viewership. YouTube wants to share your video because they want to keep people on their platform. If you tell your videos to do the right things that are going to help your video show YouTube that people are enjoying your content, they're going to promote your video to more people with their algorithm because they want people to stay on their platform. That comes by giving them the most valuable content related to what they're searching for. So these are the 3 things to grow your channel. If you find that this was valuable to you, please hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and share this video.